Hello, welcome everyone. It is FMC. I am Jeremy. That is SP3. It is Tuesday, August 6th. And if you see me looking over this way throughout the show, Serbia and Australia are currently playing in the Olympics medal round. And Serbia is up by 4 after being down by 24 earlier in
Wow.
this game. Yes, big
How much
comeback.
does Jokic have?
Oh, Jokic is playing great. I don't know how much like his box score because I use the score app on my phone and they don't have the
Mm-hmm.
box score on
Okay.
there. Like they just have the scores. But I know Jokic is like playing outstanding. I think earlier he had something like it was like 25 and 13. So and this was in the
Wow.
third quarter. Now there's 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So I will probably be looking over this way throughout to see what's going on.
I had my phone just went off. Sorry.
How are you,
I
SP3?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. I'm pulling it up on a different tab on my computer to see if I can see the box scores. But no, it's weird how they do Olympics. They just show you the players on each team instead of like the scores, like how a regular NBA box score would show on like if you Google it. It's weird for the Olympics. But yeah, I'm doing well. I told Jeremy before we went live here, I had to do my due diligence before we went live, learning about what's been going on with Olympic basketball. Because much like Jeremy, I had a busy weekend watching professional wrestling. I know, unfortunate for this channel. But I'm not like Jeremy because Jeremy was there live. He had date night at SummerSlam. So I was happy to see that. I was like, oh, I love seeing my friends live at shows. It's a great feeling. I live vicariously through them. He will live vicariously through me because I am now about 70% sure I'm going to All In at the end of the
70%. It's in like 2 weeks.
70% sure. Well, they don't. First of all, this is where I'm gonna rant. First of all, AEW don't let you know if you got media or not until like 2 weeks before. Second of all, that is not a guarantee with my history with trying to get media from AEW. I need to start applying under Fightful since I'm officially on the main channel. Maybe then they'll throw me a bone. I just think they don't like me. I just think they don't like me.
You
Because
cover
I've applied through
AEW.
Wrestle Talk, through True Hill Heat, through Sports Kita. The only one I haven't tried is Fightful at this point, and they rejected me on several different platforms. So that's one thing. I did talk to my good friends Sad Iniangi and Alex McCarthy, who have other alternative routes. I also have an alternative route myself, the same way I went to Revolution in March. So there's always that at the last minute. I can maybe make a call, but so that's why I'm like 70%. I'm not 100%, 70% sure.
You cover AEW ROH for Fightful. I mean, that's, it's an AEW brand. You should be able to get to an AEW show.
I know. I'm gonna need to do like a petition online. Like all the followers on all the different platforms I'm on, we need to come together to get SP3 into All In without me having to call people that work there. Like, can I just get media? I think I do enough media in regards to AEW that I should get a ticket to the show, but there's no guarantee. So that's why I'm like 70% sure. I'm only 70% sure because I'm more confident in Alex and Sadie Nyangi's ways of getting to All In than I am in my own. That's why I'm 70% sure after I had a conversation with them. So 70% sure I'll be there. I'm also trying to look into Bash in Berlin because I know WWE is like, hey, we want all the media we can get.
They want media.
They want media bad. I told Alex that because I got the tip from the person that lives in my house that works with the company. They're like, yeah, they probably would be good. And she's working longer with her other job, so she might have to stay here longer. So she was like, yeah, if you go to Berlin and then come back, it re-ups your 6 months you could be here. I was like, oh, that's also a benefit of going to Bash in Berlin. So there's multiple levels of goodness if I'm able to do that. And it's cheap as hell. Yo, it's only 115 pounds there and back from here to Berlin. It's a different country. And it's like 2 hours. It's like 2 hours. It takes me 8 hours to get to Los Angeles from New York. It took me 7 hours from New York to get to here, and from here to Germany, it's 2 hours and 115 pounds. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I should look into going to there. So maybe I'll be going to shows at the end of the month, but we're not here to talk about professional wrestling. We're here
If you can't get to All In through media, I'm sure you can just wait till the week of and get like halfway decent tickets.
No, that's not the point. All the ways all the ways that I'm thinking of is ways of not having to pay. Because I paid not that much, but I'm actually paying to go to a wrestling show on Sunday. I'm going to the Rev Pro show with MJF versus Michael Oku.
Oh, that's on Sunday?
Yeah, that's on Sunday. Your call.
I look forward to MJF talking about how British people have bad teeth and
see, if you weren't watching it, or it wasn't available to watch, I would be the one who would be giving you the results. I would text you or DM you like, this is what happened here.
I'm sure that'll be a great show with MJF making fun of Brits. Not that Brit. See the layers that I did.
I see what you did there.
No one watches this show. I'm not getting in any trouble.
This man's watched playing 3D chess. Playing 3D chess, ladies and gents.
I don't know how much basketball we're going to talk because, again, the Olympics are going on right now. We've kind of talked about Team USA, and I feel like they got a pretty easy draw. They got Brazil in the first round. I don't think Brazil is going to give them too much trouble. I'm looking forward to Canada and France, which tips off in a little under 2 hours. That should be a good game. Yeah. But otherwise, like, Germany defeated Greece this morning. Maybe an upset just because Greece has Giannis, and I think a lot of people just look at that and feel Greece is better, but Germany better overall team. So yeah, that's sort of where the Olympics stand. Australia and Serbia tied at 78 with 3 minutes to go right now. So
it's looking good. It's looking like a good game. I'm watching it through the box score. I'm not watching the actual game. I'm watching the box score. I see it's 78 with less than 3 minutes to go. We got France and Canada coming up at 12 p.m. Eastern. I might watch that USA and Brazil game, though. It'll be only the second game of Team USA that I've watched. I'm looking forward to USA going for the gold. Going for the gold.
Lakers legend Dennis Schroeder. He's playing great in these Olympics.
All the Laker greats. All the Laker greats are here. All the Laker greats. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Yes, Power Driver Finisher. I need to start my own press show. Who's coming with me? Come on, y'all. I'm like Herb Dean. Come on.
Wait a second. That was Howard.
No, not Herb Dean. Yeah, it's Howard.
Yeah, Herb Dean is the UFC
It's
referee.
the UFC ref.
I was like, what are you talking about?
One of those Deans, Dean Douglas, man.
Dean Lister.
Lakers in 7. Come on, dog. Damn.
Laurie Markkinen may or may not get traded. I don't know. We shall see. If he
Golden State Warriors.
Warriors and Spurs are the two teams that a lot of people have kind of hinted at. But if he doesn't sign the extension today, then he can't be traded until the trade deadline. So today is basically the day of will he or won't he get traded. And just because he signs today doesn't mean he will actually get traded today. It might just be he just signs the extension today and goes on. Oh, we have a run-in?
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
She made me a drink. She made me
service.
A drink. I think I see eggshells in it.
What's
eggshells?
this? What's this now? And I say hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hi,
How are you?
Drink it. Dada.
What is in the drink?
Good.
What's in the drink? Tell the people.
Egg.
Okay.
Egg?
Yep, pretty much. That's the only ingredient she's given me.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else in the drink? It's white. What is it? What's the white part?
Milk.
Okay, so milk and egg. That's the ingredients we got of this drink. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution to the show. Bye.
Phil's in here. Phil's saying Bulls shirted shit the bed with the Lori in retrospect. Well, he was supposed to be a sharpshooter for the Bulls, and then he couldn't hit a ton of shots, but they certainly didn't like let him develop or anything. No, what can you do? I thought that was like a fine trade because that was they traded him to Cleveland, right? I gotta now look all of this up.
Yeah, look up all the Laurie marketed trades.
The Laurie marketing lore here is where we're going.
We're going down the Laurie marketed rabbit hole here.
Yeah, because he got traded to Cleveland, and then Cleveland traded him to Utah as part of the Mitchell trade. So he got traded to Cleveland for Wikipedia gives you nothing. On August 21st, Markkanen was acquired by the Cleveland Cavaliers and a 3-team sign and trade that also included the Portland Trailblazers. Okay, who was part of the deal? Stupid. Why would they not tell you?
You sounded so upset.
Why would they not tell you who was part of the deal? It's just dumb.
Yeah.
And then if I go to
a little more, it says in August 2021, the Bulls traded him to the Cavaliers as part of a 3-team trade. In return, the Bulls received Derrick Jones Jr. and a 2022 first-round pick.
Oh, that trade sucks. Unless that first-round pick was halfway decent. Like, who was that first-round pick?
What did that first? Who did the Bulls get in the first round in 2022? First round draft. Draft pick.
Oh, look back. Hold on. Oh, they also got a 2023 second round pick. So,
well, that doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, they got Dalen Terry. Was it Dalen Terry? What's that pick?
I don't know. Regardless, it seemed like a pretty bad trade if Derrick Jones Jr. was your big get back, and Derrick Jr. is played like 5 games for the Bulls. I feel like.
I love Phil. Phil just put see bad trade. I mean, I can't say it's not after looking it back. Derrick Jones Jr. and Dalen Terry, and I was like, who is Dalen Terry? Has he played on the Bulls?
Yeah, not the best trade in the world. Is that who it was? 2022 NBA draft. Now I'm gonna look this up, see if that pick was the pick from Cleveland. Yeah,
it could have been the Bulls' own pick. So who knows?
Oh, trying to find this stuff is just so many picks get traded on draft night. Like, that's the thing is, who knows where? Okay, so the Cavs, nope, not that. This is, oh my gosh, I don't even see where.
I just put Bulls first round draft pick 2022. And
I don't think that was it.
Was it not the Bulls pick?
No, I don't think. I think that was the Bulls' actual pick, Dalen Terry.
Okay.
I don't think that was the pick from Cleveland. See, because so what pick did Cleveland? Cleveland may have traded. It may have been, like, I'm just gonna throw a team out there. It may have been like San Antonio's first round pick.
That is true.
Like it might not even be.
The Cleveland picked I'm not gonna say this name because I'm gonna butcher it. So O'Shea Abajabi? No, I don't know. Agbaji.
Well, the Bulls only made 1 pick in 2022, and it seemed like that was their own pick. So it feels like they traded this pick in some other type of deal. Who knows? All these first round picks that just get traded. Who could possibly tell? Regardless, it was a terrible trade. The best player they got back was Derrick Jones Jr. They didn't really get anything else.
So where do you think, what team do you think can get the most value out of Laurie marketing that is available?
Oh, I'd love to see him in San Antonio. Okay, sorry. I want to watch the end of this game. Okay, Australia. All right, here we go. Oh, I don't know if they called the foul, but there's 9.8 seconds left. Serbia's up 1. I can't tell if they called a foul on Australia as Micic was going up or if Australia grabbed the rebound and called the timeout.
Yeah, there's 11 seconds left. Here we go.
Ooh.
I'm watching it through box score as well. Jeremy's watching it.
Oh, they definitely called a foul because Giddey and maybe Deladova was very upset. He got him on the wrist a little bit. That's a tough call.
Isn't this available on like Olympic or an NBA on the NBA web on the NBA YouTube? They were playing a lot of the USA basketball games.
I don't. I'm watching on Peacock.
On the cock.
Yeah. All right, Micic at the line. Chance to put Serbia up 3. Thunder legend Vasi Micic misses the first.
That's not good news.
I mean, I don't care who wins this game.
I want Serbia to win.
Okay.
The USA has to beat the best teams possible to get the gold, or nobody's going to respect it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, sure they might not respect, but USA's got the best talent. Like Devin Booker saying like it's harder to win an NBA title than a gold medal. Yeah, when you're American, it is. Like these other teams, it's much harder to win a gold medal than an NBA title.
When you're American, it is. That's a great quote. Quotes to live by Jeremy Lambert.
All right, Micic hits the second. All right, so Australia's down 2 with the ball, 9.8 seconds. Yeah, because USA is going to always be favored in winning a gold medal. So if you're on the American team, like you're a big time favorite to win a gold medal. But if you're Devin Booker on the Suns, like you're not the favorite to win an NBA title. So Devin Booker should probably just shut up.
Your American side is showing, sir. That's basically what Jeremy's trying to say. God damn,
Louis is saying the 2022 first round pick at protections did not convey. It became a second round that was forfeited due to tampering. That's even more amazing that it became a second round pick that was forfeited. All right. Australia with a chance to win the game or tie the game. You got to get the ball into the hands of Spurs legend Patty Mills.
The GOAT. Young Pat.
Not even being facetious here. Like Patty Mills is a FIBA legend.
I would say Serbia will. Who's most likely to beat USA?
Canada.
I would say Serbia.
Canada.
I would say Serbia.
Well, the U.S. would play the winner of this game, so they would play Serbia or Australia. Here's the problem with Serbia. I mean, they can play Jokic all 40 minutes, but they basically have to play Jokic all 40 minutes. If they don't, they can't win. That's why they were down 24 in this game, is like Jokic had to sit or sat, but in the second half, I'm not sure Jokic is sat, and that's why they're now potentially going to win.
There you go.
And I don't think Jokic can play he can play all 40 minutes against Team USA, but Team USA has Davis, Embiid, Bam, much different matchup than Australia, who has Jock Landell. I think Canada's the toughest matchup just because they have good perimeter defenders and they have Shea, who can be the best player on the court. But Jamal Murray is an issue of, I don't know how good he is right now.
I don't know how good he is without Jokic by his side.
France and the Spurs are going to be a problem in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Finally, it's a long timeout.
That is a long timeout. How many seconds is left now?
9.8.
9.8. Okay.
Yeah. They got Slob Wizard Josh Giddey.
Slob Wizard.
Yeah. Slob Wizard Josh Giddey inbounding the ball. Here we go.
Jesus.
That's his nickname. Sideline out of bounds.
That is?
Yeah. They didn't really get a
Did
great
not know that
playoff.
was
All right,
happening.
here's Patty Mills. Patty Mills for 3. Oh, he's gonna take a terrible shot. Oh, Patty Mills can't even get the shot off. Oh, Patty Mills has tied the game.
Did he hit it?
He got it. He hit it
Oh,
for 2.
clutch.
It was an ugly, ugly, ugly possession. He lost his dribble, and now the Serbia they didn't have any timeouts. So we're going to overtime. That was such an ugly possession. Patty Mills lost his dribble like multiple times. I couldn't tell who was defending him because I don't know the Australian or the Serbian team that well, but it was a taller guy on him. And it was just a fadeaway from the free throw line, essentially. And it went down. I told you got to get the ball in the hands of Patty Mills, the legend, the FIBA legend. And so they're going to overtime.
FIBA legend. All right, so we'll continue our live watch along through Jeremy of of this game. I think I have time. I did want to talk about 90 Day Fiance because oh man, we've said it before because you used to watch the show. The best part of 90 Day Fiance is the tell-alls, and they're on the tell-all. They're doing Jeremy. They're doing a 5-part tell-all for Happily Ever After season 8.
5 parts?
5 parts because they have turned it basically into a real world house of all the people, all the couples have to stay in a house together during the 5-part tell-all. So it's such good TV. It has me and my missus. Like, we're looking forward to every time it comes out each week. They got fans so excited. They're doing 2 episodes this week. 2 episodes. They did part 2 on Sunday, and then doing part 3 on Saturday. So good, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll go through the couples very quickly here. Jeremy's not putting me on the clock for my 90 seconds here.
No,
so.
you can take as long as you need to. We're gonna continue to do a live watch along of Serbia and Australia.
So we have Kobe and Emily. So Kobe is where is he from again? He's from Cameroon, and Emily is from the U.S., of course. And they've been living with her parents since Kobe came over to the USA. If you don't know who Kobe and Emily are, they met in China, and literally on the tell-all, Jeremy, with her parents sitting there. He was like, well, when I first met her, I just wanted to fuck. He literally said that because he had a girlfriend back in Cameroon, but he goes to China to like work, and he meets up with Emily. They have a one-night stand, and she gets pregnant. And then he has to basically he's in China for a couple of months, and she goes back. She has the baby. He comes back after the baby is born, and he's living with them as they do the 90 days. They get married, and then they're living with her parents for like almost a year and a half. And basically, the whole big story with them was the parents want them to get the hell out because they're like, we're trying to live our honeymoon life. You're already old enough. You're 31. You need to get the hell out, get your own house. You got a family. They had 2 kids, and then she got pregnant with a 3rd. And Kobe made the promise to the parents that we would move out before we have another kid. So he was like, I just want to get out. But she's like a spoiled brat, so she wanted to stay as long as possible. She was getting upset with the parents for asking her to leave. Then they went to Cameroon to have a Cameroonian wedding, and his best friend doesn't like her because she's a white woman. That's literally what he said. He's like, he's going out with this white woman. And of course, during the tell-all, Angela got upset about that. And she was like, why you can't say she's American? She's American. Why I gotta be a white woman? And his best friend's name is Valerie. He doesn't like the Emily. And then he tried to basically break them up by telling Emily that he was still in a relationship when they met. And he only didn't like follow up with that relationship because she got pregnant. So he's basically trying to ruin the whole thing. She was getting all paranoid and asking him for the details. He basically admits that he never broke it off with his ex and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's their story. That's our first couple. Let me know when the game's back on so I can.
Oh, the game's been back on. There's 3:16 left, and Australia is up by 2.
Okay. So Jeremy will give us the play-by-play when it gets good and gets down to the nitty-gritty. Then you got Jasmine and Gino. I don't know if you remember Jasmine and Gino. They're one of the more famous couples. So Jasmine, she is from I think from Spain, and Gino is from America, of course. But they are like one of the more tumultuous relationships in 90 Day history. Like when they first got together, I think they were on 90 Day the other way because he went out to see her. She found out that he was cheating on her by like he had sugar babies back at home that he was like paying for. And then eventually they got through that. They got together, they get married, and then he brings her to the US, and he's basically been trying to like control her and not trying to do like the paperwork to make her a citizen, even though she has to like go back and get her kids from Spain to bring over here. He's like been holding it over her. And then she went into a pageant and he was criticizing her and whatnot. But to be fair to her, she's not the perfect angel here. When she was back in Spain, she basically got an expensive apartment that Gino was paying for that her ex lived in the apartment building. She also used $10,000 of Gino's to get BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, and new boobs. But then when she come over to the US, it's been like Gino is the bad one now. And they admitted during the tell-all that they haven't had sex in 8 months. And she wants to have sex. And literally, they brought his cousins on, and she's like, "Have you ever not heard Gino of makeup sex?" He was like, "No, she talks to me. She talks to me so badly. She treats me. We're arguing all the time, and I can't get emotionally involved in having the sex." I hear Josh Giddey hit a 3. You didn't even say Thunder Great.
I was letting you go. I wasn't going to interrupt you, but yes, Josh Giddey, elite shooter, Josh Giddey did hit a 3, and then on the next basket, he tried to drive and got blocked by Jokic.
How much time we got left?
Serbia just got fouled, so it's a replay. 2:05 left with Serbia down by 3, but they're at the line.
Serbia's disappointing me. Serbia's letting me down.
Josh Giddey's got 25 points in this game. Like, he's been really good in the Olympics. He was really good last year in like the FIBA World Championships, and that gave me hopes for his performance during the Thunder season, and then it wasn't quite as good. I know Phil's still in the chat. I think Giddey's going to be good for Chicago this year. How it's going to work with him and Kobe White splitting and Zach LaVine being back, I don't know. And I don't know, like, Giddey's shooting really well from 3 in the Olympics. I don't know if that's going to fully translate to the NBA because it is a longer 3-point line and players and teams are just better. Oh, I forgot you can like swipe it off the rim in FIBA. Like that Patty Mills shot, he got to the cup and laid it in, and it looked like it might have was going to roll in, and Jokic just swiped it right off of the rim, so it didn't go. Yeah. Oh, Jokic turnover. All right, so we got a minute out now. Patty Mills turnover. Neither of these teams want to win.
They're battling to see who's not going to win this one.
All right, we got a minute 16 left. Serbia down 1 with the ball. That's where we're at. These are some ugly possessions, but it just ends up in Jokic's hands and he just scores. When in doubt, just like try to get the ball to that dude, and then he'll figure out a way to put it in. All right, so a minute under. Australia down 1 with the ball. Giddey drive. No. Oh, good feed by Giddey to find a shooter, but he missed a little midi from not really the corner, but the baseline. Trying to find the word there. All right, Serbia ball, chance to go up by 3 or 4. Not really put the game away, but certainly make it difficult. Yeah, they're just going to post up Jokic, which could think of worse plays in the world. And Jokic just hits his little turnaround, fade away on the baseline.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah. So just get the ball to Jokic, let him figure it out. So now it's Serbia up 3 with 25 seconds remaining. Australia just called their one timeout. You only get one timeout in overtime. One
That's
timeout.
ridiculous. I like it, but that's ridiculous.
Oh, I think it's great. Like, it's honestly how it should be. Like, it, you know, because NBA games last about 20 minutes just off of timeouts.
That is true. That is true. They draw out like the final minute or so because of timeouts and fouls.
Phil's saying that Giddey probably going to be better than people think next season. I agree with you. I still think as a Thunder fan, it's a trade you make because he didn't fit with the team moving forward, especially since he apparently wasn't willing to come off the bench. I think he could have been fine coming off the bench, running the second unit and getting the ball in his hands more in that way. But on the first unit, Shea's got to have the ball. J-Dub's got to have the ball. Chet's going to have the ball more this season. So Giddey's like your fourth ball handler as the starter. And as someone who his 3-point game is inconsistent at best, he just wasn't going to fit with that team.
Understandable. That is understandable.
I don't know when I actually got frozen there as I was talking, but
no, I think you're fine.
Okay.
I was trying to find a way to watch this final minute because we don't have the cock out here in the UK.
All right, here we go. Australia inbounding, down 3, 25 seconds left. Oh, and Serbia steals it. Great play. They completely blew up that action. Serbia is just going to kind of run out the clock here. I don't know why Australia is not fouling. They're trying to trap. They finally fouled. But they let 12 seconds run off the clock. There's 13 seconds left now. Serbia with a chance to basically ice this. If they make 1, that'll put them up 4. It was a great defensive possession by whoever this Serbian player was.
What number?
I can't tell. He's at the line right now, the guy who made the defensive possession. Maybe it was Jack McVeigh. All right, he hit the first one, so it's up 4. Oh, it's Bogdanovic is at the line.
Oh, look at that.
All right, made both. So 5-point game with 13 seconds left. Not sure what Australia. Giddey's just driving and he missed, and that'll do it. A good win by Serbia. Jokic just double dribbled. They didn't bother to call it.
No. They're like, the game's over. We're not going to waste it. So
All
my
right.
pick of Serbia was correct. Serbia versus the USA is coming.
Serbia wins. Yeah, I assume they'll face USA, assuming USA gets past Brazil, which if they don't get past Brazil, then USA basketball should probably be blown up.
Pretty much.
Honestly, if they can't beat Brazil, then like, what are we doing?
That is fair. That is fair. All right. So where was I with my 90-day recap? Okay, yeah. Jasmine is actually from Panama. My bad, guys. But yeah, Gino. Yeah, my missus thinks that Gino might be in the closet because he's like he seems like he's scared to kiss his own wife. Like it's weird. It's very weird. And they haven't had sex in 8 months, even though Jasmine really wants to have sex. So that's their story. Then we got, of course, the most famous person on 90 Days. You know him. I know him. Everyone knows him. Who is it, Jeremy? Who's the most
Big
famous
Ed?
person from? Of course, Big Ed
Big
is
Ed.
back. He was still with Liz at the beginning of the season, but he broke up with her for a record 19th time. 19th time. They had an argument because her daughter was eating like spicy food and he told her, don't be a baby. And then Liz basically yelled at him. So he basically called off the wedding, but he didn't do it like a normal person where you call off the wedding with the person you're supposed to get married to. No, he got into the argument and then called basically the wedding planner and told him that the wedding is off. So Liz had to find out through the wedding planner. Big Ed, ladies and gentlemen. The GOAT, Big Ed. This was after.
Real quickly, I have a quick update from the end of the game. I don't know. There's more come out. There might be more to come out, but people are saying that Giddy hurt his ankle on the final play.
Oh.
I don't know if he was selling and he's not fully hurt, but yeah, people are saying that Giddy turned his ankle, and of course, we're not going to know how bad it is until a little bit later on. But something to keep an eye on in the coming days if you are a Chicago Bulls fan.
Bad news for Phil. I'm sorry, Phil. Sorry. But yes, Big Ed broke off the wedding. This was after him and Liz moved to Arkansas from San Diego to Arkansas. So she had to move all her stuff out of Arkansas to when they broke it off. And then we go to the tell-all, and Liz has a new boyfriend, and they bring him out. So Big Ed has to see her. And this was the day after they met. They finally saw each other for the first time in 4 months in the house that everybody's living in. And Ed broke down. Ed started crying because he's like, I really miss you. And Liz was breaking down and crying too. She at one point accidentally called Ed baby, even though she has a boyfriend. And yeah, the boyfriend was like, I'm not going to let you abuse her anymore, verbally abuse her. I'm going to defend her and stuff. And then the boyfriend went back with Liz to the mansion that they're staying at. So Ed had to basically see them all kissing up with each other and stuff. I was like, oh man, Big Ed, this must be the worst day of your life, but you deserve it. He also was going at it with who else is here? I forget her name. Lauren and Alexi are back. They were on like the first season of Happily Ever After, and they're back. Their season was pretty much boring. She decided to get breast work and her ass done as well, and it was like this really bad surgery that she couldn't do anything for like a month. And it left Alexi with 3 kids on his own, and he had to work. So he was upset about all of that. And basically everybody in her family and Alexi were mad at her because they were like, you shouldn't have even got that stuff done because you know that it was going to make things harder on everybody else and stuff like that. But their season was boring. It was more interesting, her and Big Ed, because apparently she did an interview where they asked her who on 90 Days she hated. And she says she loathed Big Ed. And Big Ed in the interview responded to that by calling her a bottom feeder. And he was like, you never apologize. You never apologize for saying you hate me or you love me. And if you don't like me, you should say it to my face. So she gets up in the middle of the tell-all and says, I don't like you. And he was just like, Big Ed was just getting abused left and right and center. It was so good stuff. Then you have, they were boring. Muhammad and Nicole didn't even show up because they broke up like 3 episodes into this season. Muhammad was from Egypt, and he was like a very kind of like chauvinist Egyptian man who wanted Nicole when she was in Egypt to like dress up and cover herself, like she was showing too much skin.
I remember Muhammad.
Yeah.
So
they broke up like the beginning of the season when Muhammad came over to the US because he was like, nah, I'm not with this US shit. Then you got Thais and Patrick. Their whole story is more concerning Patrick's brother. I forget his John, his brother, because he's like a chauvinist type of guy and he doesn't know how to talk to people, and they always go at it. It was also with Patrick and Thais's father. He never asked for the blessing of the father, and they had like a coming to Jesus moment when they went over to Brazil. They were probably the calmest couple of the bunch. They didn't have too many problems. The only problem they have is John. But of course, the center of all the drama, the second most famous person from 90 Day Fiance, it's behind Big Ed. It's Angela. Angela and Michael. Michael has finally come to the U.S., Jeremy. It took them 7 years.
No.
Yes.
No. Every single time. So when we would watch MILF Manor, 90 Day Fiance was always on before that. And so we'd always catch the like coming up on 90 Day Fiance thing. And they'd show Michael and Angela. And I'd always tell the wife, I was like, I was watching them like when they first started, and this was like 5 years ago, and he's still not in the US. I can't believe he finally made it. My God.
But oh my god, they had the most drama, Jeremy, because it was a
Oh, they
whole big
always
thing.
did.
They had a whole big thing when Michael, because she went with Michael to I forget where Michael's in Africa, of course, and she went over there when he had his meeting with the embassy to get his pass to go to the U.S. And apparently he showed them an argument between them, which made Angela go off on like, Michael, you dummy, how you gonna show them? Let me see your phone. So she went through his phone, and he was a part of like this WhatsApp group called like Island Men, and he was helping other men get their like visas and stuff like that. And he was helping a woman who was married to someone in Africa at the same time. So she got upset at that. She broke his phone and whatnot. But then they finally have him come over to the USA. She gets him a big leather jacket that is the USA flag because it's I love America and I'm from America. I pay taxes. She literally said that to him, yelling at him. So he comes over to the US. He has to stay in this house with her daughter, and her daughter got like 6-7 kids, yo. It's ridiculous, yo. They were like coming out the floor. It was ridiculous and stuff. So everything seemed good until one day Angela caught Michael on his phone. She gave him a new phone, and he was like texting on it, and she surprised him, and she was thinking that he was doing something sneaky. So she went to a private investigator to find some information out about Michael, and that's how the season ends. Then we get to the tell-all. The first night in the house, they don't show up. And everybody in the house is like, oh, they didn't show up because Angela Michael's actually here now. So we're going to hear both sides of the story. We're not going to just hear Angela's side of the story. But then when they see her on the first day of the tell-all, she's like saying, oh, she tells Big Ed because Big Ed wants to be friends with her because he's getting abused and no one likes him otherwise. So him and Angela have been doing enough tell-alls, and they did The Last Resort that they're actually friends now. And he goes to her and she's like, yeah, we're staying in 2 different hotel rooms. He's just a liar. And oh my God, she has been verbally abusing him. Like she has been like embarrassing him, like talking down to him. Like you over here talking to people? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? They were in the house, and literally he goes to like talk to her, and she's like, no, I'm talking right now. Get away. He goes over and talks to somebody midway in the conversation. She's talking to Ed. She's like, look at this dude. Look at this. He just smiling. He just laughing. Like there's nothing wrong with us. Like there's something wrong with here. There's something wrong with him. She was like, get out. Get your shit and get out. I'm American. I pay taxes. What did you say? Did you tell all the women in the house that you think women are stupid? That you think women are stupid? Michael? Oh my God. It's like, it's terrifying at the same time. It's so entertaining. It's hilarious. I suggest everybody, if you don't want to watch a whole season of 90 Days, just catch the tell-alls. The tell-alls get you up to date on everything that happened in the season, and it's the most drama because the different couples are like at their wits' end with one another and with each other. It's great.
That show is something else. It's something else. I can't believe Michael finally made it to America, though. That's one of the biggest news stories of the year.
Yeah,
honestly.
It is. 7 years? 7 years, yo. How did they keep coming back on the show? 7 years?
All right. You want to do Cobra Kai tier? Is that what we're doing here?
Indeed. I have it here.
I'll let you pull it all up there.
Well, I think you have to enter it.
Oh, do I? Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
So last week we did our recap of Cobra Kai season 6, part 1. So I decided, I looked it up, got a Cobra Kai tier list. Yes, Jerome YouTube is back, baby. I'm back, and I'm better than ever because we have a Cobra Kai tier list here. We might have to add a tier or drop a tier. I don't know, but we got all the characters from the first 5 seasons. They haven't come up with an updated one for.
Oh, I did not realize there were this many characters.
Yeah, there's that many characters. We'll go through a couple of these very quickly because they're not worth any time.
I'm putting them all in trash bag karate.
Yes. So the different categories we have here, we have the top tier is the best tournament in the world, the Sekataka. If you've been watching season 6, that is the ultimate tour for the ultimate tournament for karate. So the top tier is Sekataka. We got the second highest tier is the All Valley. So we got All Valley champions up there, or the people that would be a part of the All Valley. Then we got the middle tier is Black Belt. So they're proficient karate. They're good character or bad character that's good at being bad, but they're not as high as the All Valley and Sekai Taikai. Got naturally skilled. So this is just people. They can be pretty good at their karate, or they are good, all right characters, but not the bottom of the bottom, which is trash bag karate.
All right, let's go through all of this.
All right, so we got first up. I don't know who you are, so you're going down here.
Is that it? That's not Amanda, is it?
No, Amanda's right here, where
okay,
the mouse is at right now.
Oh yeah.
This is one of Robbie's friends from the first 2 seasons, the ones that he was basically like stealing stuff from the store with, and it was the same guys that were robbing the club that they were at in season 2 when Robbie learned karate and he beat them up. But no, Daniel LaRusso beat them up after Robbie got beat up, got jumped by them. Yeah, I'm putting him in trash bag karate.
Yeah,
Jeremy's gonna
if Nepo LaRusso beat him up, then they suck.
Is it Daniel LaRusso? No, they're the real LaRusso.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
Daniel LaRusso beat him up, but he's in jail now, so trash bag karate. Now we got Amanda LaRusso, which I would say out of all the characters, she might have improved the most, because I thought that she was very much useless, like season 1, season 2.
I don't think does she even do the karate though? Like,
no, it's not about. It's also, like I said, it's not just about karate. It's if they're a good character or a bad character. So I would put her in black belt or naturally skilled, not the bottom.
I'll go black belt. I actually think she might be higher. I like Amanda.
Yeah, I like Amanda too. Then we got Mama LaRusso, which is Daniel's mom, but she's not really featured that much. She's not trash bag, but I would think she's naturally skilled because her next door neighbor used to be Mr. Miyagi, and her son is Daniel.
That's fine.
And she's from Jersey.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. All right, now we got a big one here, Jeremy. Robbie King.
I hate Robbie. I hate him. He should be trash bag.
Robbie is a good character, though. He's got so much growth.
Is he?
I actually can tolerate him as a character. I can't tolerate the actor who is trying to portray this character.
Is he?
But I would say black belt.
Disagree.
Or black belt or All Valley. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Power Driver Fish.
Trash bag. Let me fix my hair. He sucks.
All right, we got to meet somewhere in the middle. So black belt, I would say All Valley. You say trash bag. So somewhere in the middle is naturally skilled or black belt.
I'm not putting him in the same tier as Amanda. That's not fair. So we can move Amanda up a tier if you're that sold on Robbie being black belt, or you got to put him in naturally skilled.
All right, I'll put him in black belt. We'll move Amanda up to All Valley. That's ridiculous. He hates Robbie that much.
Amanda's great.
You were about to judge this on karate. He's good at the karates.
I would have still put him in trash bag. It's a scripted show. He's scripted to be good at karate.
Miguel's dad, trash bag karate for me.
Yeah, I don't even remember him.
You don't remember the storyline from Mexico when he's a fucking drug dealer?
You know my memory sucks on this stuff.
Your memory does really suck.
You know my memory's god awful.
All right, we got Allie, who was the centerpiece, the object of both Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence affections in Karate Kid 1, and then she returned in season 3 of Cobra Kai. Where you got Allie at?
Maybe naturally skilled.
I agree. Any members who were like in the first Karate Kid or second Karate Kid or third Karate Kid and just made cameos, I want to put them in naturally skilled. So that's why I'm also going to put one of Johnny's friends from Cobra Kai here. I think that's the one that died, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
The one that had died in the woods. I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember that.
No.
I figured. Oh man, this is one of my favorite recurring characters that really doesn't have a role, but Miguel's grandma is all Valley for me. Because she smokes weed, she's eating all the munchies.
I'll agree with that. That's fair.
I love Miguel's Rosa. I think that's her name, Rosa. Tori might be the first one for Sekai Taikai for me. But what about you?
I'm fine with Tori being Sekai Taikai. Tori's good. Good character. Peyton List, good actress. I'm okay with that.
Then we got Kyler, who started off as Miguel, Hawk, and Dimitri's bully. Then he eventually after he gets beat up by Miguel in like episode 5 of season 1, he eventually becomes part of Cobra Kai in season 3, if I'm not mistaken. He gets beat up by Miguel, who just came off a back injury. He also got beat by Hawk in the All Valley tournament. But this season 6, we get the great moment with the frat house fight where he turns babyface and he's fighting with Miguel and Hawk. He's All Valley for me. What about you?
I'm fine with All Valley. He had a nicer redemption arc this season, at least the first half of the season. I doubt we'll see him in the second half, but yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, Bird is most known for being Stingray's friend, and then he's always in. I think he's been a part of all the dojos. He was in Eagle Flying, Cobra Kai, and Miyagi Do, but he's nondescript, so I would say naturally skilled.
He's a flip flopper. I don't like this guy.
You want to put him in trash bag karate with Miguel's dad and Robbie's friend?
Fine. If you want to put him in naturally skilled, fine.
Come on, Bert. You gotta show Bert some love. Oh, Aisha. So Aisha was the second ever student of Johnny Lawrence in Cobra Kai. She was also best friends with Sam LaRusso. She also punked out Yasmin when she gave her the mean wedgie, which made Yasmin turn babyface and eventually fall in love with Dimitri. But she got kicked to the curb by like season 3 of the series. Do you remember Aisha?
Not really.
Figured you wouldn't. I would say black belt.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
There you go. Then we got one of Daniel LaRusso's employees at the car dealership. He's the small
get this
one.
Jeremy Piven ass looking dude in trash bag.
Yeah, we can agree there. I don't know who you are, so you're gonna go down again. Oh man, the freaking Nepo LaRusso.
He shouldn't even be listed.
Trash bag. Even though he got better this season. He got better. He actually learned karate. But I'm sorry. What he did to Kenny in season 4, yeah, you're trash bag.
He shouldn't even be listed. He sucks.
He sucked pretty much his whole run on this show. Then we got the owner of the building where the first Cobra Kai gym was built in season 1. He gets punked out by Kreese in season 2. Where do you put him?
Trash. I mean, he's fine, but pretty not memorable.
Can't say you're wrong. I don't know who you are either, so you're going down here too. One of Johnny's friends from Cobra Kai. Like I said, if you're a cameo from the first people ones, I'll put you in naturally skilled. Even though he's probably the one that had most of the most role, because in season 3 he's the one that gives Johnny the pep talk when he goes into the church and he sweeps the leg, which was a payoff from the first Karate Kid. That was nice. Then you got here. Who are you? I don't know who you are, so you're down here. Or down here. There you go. Then you got the black dude who's been a part of all the gyms.
No, these people who keep flip-flopping, they're all trash. I don't like these flip-floppers.
Go with naturally skilled with Bert. The bottom of naturally skilled with Bert. Because at least he's known. At least he has a role. Then you got Daniel LaRusso's love interest from Karate Kid 3. He did not have a romance with her because apparently she so wanted to get rid of Daniel that she hooked him up with her cousin Amanda LaRusso.
Trash. All these people.
Come on, you know the rule. If you're a cameo from the first 3 Karate Kids, you have to get naturally
I don't
skilled.
like your rules.
Those are the rules. Come on, did she belong with these trash bro? I think we have a good trash bag karate here so far. No, we can't sully that. Another person that could be a trash bag karate is the other employee from LaRusso Auto Ship. This is the one
Isn't that like LaRusso's cousin or whatever?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that
it
dude
is
rules. I actually love this guy.
Okay, you want to put him in naturally skilled?
Yeah, he should be a naturally skilled at the very
He
least.
he did apologize to Johnny, and he took them out when he found out that Johnny and Miguel's mom were pregnant. So
yeah, he rules.
he did have a little bit of a redemption, so I'll give you that. I'll give you that. We got Johnny's dad, stepdad Sid, who's a jerk, who's a rich jerk who didn't want Johnny to learn karate unless his mom talked him into it. So
he sucks.
Even though you're my namesake, Sid, you belong here. Oh, and here we go. Another Sekai Taikai candidate, Terry Silva, the GOAT, Terry Silva, one of the best heels in television and movie history. Terry Silva, what do you think?
Yeah, Silver's probably got to be up there.
Another candidate for Sekai Taikai, Chosen, which we were introduced to in Karate Kid 2. What?
All Valley.
What?
Yeah.
Chosen?
Yeah.
Why? Please explain to me why.
Guys, man, I'm not handing out these Sekai Taikais like they're 5-star matches out here. I'm not just giving this to anybody. I think Chosen's a level below.
Hey, I'm not going to argue with you because you're already arguing with me over my naturally skilled. So I'll put him top of All Valley for now.
Fine.
All right. Now we got Mike Barnes, who was the villain in Karate Kid 3. He came back into the show at season 5, and he was also part of season 6, helping them choose who was going to go to the Sekai Taikai. The bad boy of karate. Where do you got him?
All Valley.
That's fair. See, that's one I will agree with. I wouldn't put him in Sekai Taikai. He ruined his chance to go to the Sekai Taikai. No, I think I knew who that was, but I was like, I don't know who you are, and I wanted to skip to these people. Hawk. Oh man, the man with the most babyface and heel turn, or the most famous babyface turn in Cobra Kai history. But he turned heel around like the end of season 1. Then he became a complete asshole, breaks his best friend's arm, and eventually he turns babyface by helping his best friend during the December 19th episode in the LaRusso house. And then he eventually has a whole redemption arc in season 4 where he gets his hawk shaved off. He becomes Eli Moskowitz for a little bit until Moon gives him a little kavoka, that undeniable kavoka before the All Valley tournament, and he wins the All Valley. Then he gets punked out again in season 5 when Kenny hits him with the silver bullet, like bam! And then he had a nice little arc in season 6, part 1 with him and Dimitri, where Dimitri did a heel turn on him. Where does Hawk belong?
Sekai Taikai. Hawk's one of the best characters on the show. The fact that the little caw plays like every time he pops up too, pops me.
No, when he takes his shirt off and you see the back tattoo.
Pops me every single time.
All right, this is what I think we're going to agree with. Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, he's top of the top. Can't argue.
Top of Sekai Taikai.
Johnny Lawrence.
Absolutely. Johnny Lawrence, the best character in Cobra Kai, for sure. Oh, man, we got the same people that I don't know who you are. I think this is someone that was in jail with, or yeah.
If we don't know him, just put him in trash. Like,
yeah.
If we can't figure out who
I feel like I know her, but I don't care. And then I don't know who you are still, so I'll put you down here for now. There we got Sam LaRusso. Oh man, she's probably the most polarizing LaRusso out of all the LaRussos. Because I feel like everyone hates Anthony LaRusso. Everyone kind of has learned to adore Amanda LaRusso. Everyone, you either firmly hate Daniel LaRusso or you still love him from the Karate Kid fame. But like Sam LaRusso, I know people that like hate her, people that like her, people that are indifferent on her. She's the most polarizing LaRusso.
I want to say All Valley. I'm not confident enough to put her in Sekai Taikai.
No, she's not Saigon. But yeah, All Valley seems fair.
I do like Sam. I think she's good.
I think she's had a redemption arc, especially her apologizing to Tori in season 6. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that she's shown some growth. I don't know who you are. I think you're one of the other dealership people that Daniel punked out in one of these seasons. So I'll put you here. Then we have the cousin of this guy here and Daniel, who tried to give them like therapy session. I'll put her in naturally skilled next to her cousin or her brother. I think it's her brother because he's the cousin. So they're both cousins to Daniel LaRusso.
Okay.
Then we got the other one of Robbie's friends. Put him right next to him. Then we got Robbie's mom and Johnny Lawrence's baby mama. She had a drug problem, but she got recovery and rehab. And she decided to give Johnny another chance and let him raise his kid. So I'll put her in naturally skilled.
That's fair.
She's not trash of the trash. If she never showed any growth, she'd be trash of the trash. I'm gonna think you're like one of those mechanic guys from like season 3 or something like that. So trash. Miguel's mom. Where do you think Miguel's mom belongs? I really like her.
Black belt.
That's fair. That's fair. She's not Amanda. This is true. This is true. She's not Amanda. Then you got black eye guy. Yeah, trash bag. I don't know who you are. Then you got Devin. Oh man, Devin did a heel turn at the end of season 6, part 1. So where do you think Devin belongs?
I like Devin.
I like her too. I liked her for a majority until what she did to Kenny.
Yeah, but like that was, it wasn't nice, but that was a good character like moment. Like
It was.
I'm judging it based on like overall character, not a little flip floppy, but like hasn't changed gyms or anything. That's what I associate the flip flopping with. She got to the spot she needed to get to. I'll say black belt, but she's got to be above Robbie.
This is outrageous. Your hatred of Robbie is ridiculous.
I don't like him.
I see that. Then we got the therapist from jail with Kreese. Man, you let Kreese take your freaking card without you knowing it. So you belong in trash bag karate. Then we got Yasmin, who was a heel at the beginning of the series when she would talk all the shit about nerds and Aisha. Then when she got wedgied by Aisha, she had a babyface turn. And then around season 3, season 4, she fell in love with Dimitri. And she gave Dimitri the Kavoka to go ahead and get the red flag at the end of season 6, part 1. Where do you think Yasmin belongs?
I think black belt.
That's fair. That's fair. We can agree there.
The NWA just sent me an email that says, "We heard you like good wrestling." They're fucking wrong. I like terrible wrestling.
I love that. This is true. This is true, ladies and gentlemen. He said it's live on air, so it must be true. Then you got Bruce. I think it's Bruce or something like that. Well, he was a part of the frat party fight, and he did a choke slam. So I think he should instantly go to black.
Oh yeah, he rules. I like him. Yeah, he's out here doing pounces to people too. Yeah. Now he's got to be above Robbie. Fuck Robbie.
The hatred of Robbie is ridiculous here, folks. It's ridiculous. Then you got Dimitri, who's man, he's been in this show since the beginning. Like he was the smart ass nerd at the beginning. Then he tried to join the Cobra Kai until Johnny punked him out, bloodied his nose. Then he left a bad review for Cobra Kai. No, it was Kreese that bloodied his nose. And then he left a bad review for Cobra Kai, which led to Hawk being against him, turning on him, chasing him throughout the mall. And then they fought at the end of season 2. After he learned some Miyagi-Do, he actually won that fight. But then Hawk broke his arm in season 3. Then Hawk did his babyface turn, and they teamed up with one another. And then he's gotten better at karate to the point that he beat Hawk again during the red flag thing. So what do you think about Dimitri, who just did a heel turn, pretty much?
Yeah, I like Dimitri though. He just wanted to go to MIT, Like
yes, with his best friend. That's all.
Yeah, I like Dimitri. He's had a good character arc. I'm willing to put him in All Valley.
I agree. Not above Rosa though. Not above Rosa. Oh man, another Sekai Taikai here. John Kreese.
Yeah.
Kreese has had probably the best out of I love Johnny Lawrence. He's the best character, but the best character arc and story has been Kreese because of all the flashback scenes. The flashback scenes add so much to his character, especially the character that we saw in Karate Kid Part 1 and Part 3. It added so much to that, with where you learn who was his teachers throughout, whether it be freaking the karate master in Japan who should be dead, or his sergeant in the army that he had to kill basically to survive and save Terry Silva. Kreese, man, Sekai Taikai for me. What about you?
Yeah, it can't. Gotta be.
I would say right behind Johnny Lawrence, John Kreese. Sekai Taikai looks tight. I like our Sekai Taikai choices so far. We got Umiko, who is the love interest of Daniel in Karate Kid 2. And then she meets up with her again. I think this is in season 2 or season 3 when he goes over to Japan. And then we learned that she has basically made the babyface turn for Chosen, and Chosen is now in love with her. So where do you think Umiko goes?
Naturally skilled.
Yeah, we'll put her in with the other love interest here, Allie Mills. Then we got the love interest of Kenny and Anthony LaRusso from season 4.
This poor girl.
I know, this poor girl. You had Anthony LaRusso freaking catfishing under her profile and shit.
We'll say naturally skilled. I don't feel nice putting her in trash bag.
Yeah, it's not nice. She's been through enough. Oh, the pawn shop dude. Oh, this pawn shop dude. He might be my favorite character that doesn't have a name. Pawn shop dude. He just gets into these great conversations with Johnny every season. He might be black belt for me, but what about you?
I'm fine if you want to. He should be above Robbie.
I love the people above Robbie. All right. We got another Sekai candidate for me, Miguel. Miguel might be probably my second favorite character behind Johnny Lawrence. Miguel was a nerd who was the first student of Johnny Lawrence in Cobra Kai. He won the All Valley in season 1. Then he got into the school fight in season 2, gets put into a coma and his back broken by Robbie because he showed mercy. Then he has the whole great recovery arc in season 3, gets the win over Kyler in the house fight at the LaRusso house. Then he gets back into the All Valley, but he decides it's not really important to him. He got to find his father. And then he finds out his father is a drug dealer who's scared of the FBI and an awful person. And he found out that his father all along was Johnny. So that was great. That was a great moment and stuff like that. And then the great fight with him and Robbie in season 5, where they finally become friends. Miguel's one of my favorites. What about you?
All Valley.
You're ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I'm not as high on Miguel as you are.
We gotta have to get this to the chat. This is the first one we're gonna have to take to the chat. What does
Paul
the chat
Finisher says Sekai Taikai for
all right, you were the tiebreaker. Power Driver Finisher.
I'm not as high on Miguel. He's fine.
This guy's ridiculous.
This
guy's ridiculous. Miguel can beat two of the other 5 people in Sekai Taikai.
I don't care that he can beat him in a karate match. I'm talking about their character overall.
He has a great character arc. I just went through it.
No. We're going to have more Sekai Taikai than All Valley. We're giving out more 5-star matches than 4-star.
No, we're not. We still haven't matched All Valley.
It's close.
Looking very quickly at all the rest of the people, I think there's only one candidate for Sekai Taikai left in this whole thing, or 1 or 2 candidates left for Sekai Taikai in this whole thing. All right, we got this guy who did the heel turn on Miyagi Fang at the end of season 5 and joined up with Cobra Kai, and then decided to go nah, guys, I was just playing at the beginning of season 6, part 1.
I don't like this flip flopper.
I agree with you. Trash bag karate. Shouldn't have flip flopped. I don't know who you are. Moon, who is the love interest of Hawk. She's always been positive and didn't have the heelless tendencies of Yasmin.
Yeah, I like her.
Where do you think she belongs?
Above Robbie.
Then we got the other recurring character. There's the black dude, there's Bert, and then there's this guy. He's the other one that usually hangs out with Bert, so I'll just put him next to Bert. Bert and the black guy. Then we got this guy who I don't know. I think he's the owner of the deli next to the original Cobra Kai gym. But yeah, nondescript. There you go. Then we got this is the girl that Johnny and Miguel recruited for Eagle Fang, and then she joined up with Cobra Kai because they bought her new shit. Yeah, I don't like her either. Trash bag karate, and she got beat by Sam. I've been skipping over you for like months now, so you're going here and here. Then we got who the hell is that? I don't even know. So in there too. Then we got, I think he's one of the people that's a part of the board for the All Valley. I think.
So, he sucks.
Trash bag karate. Then we got one of Johnny's teammates from Cobra Kai, so we'll just put him here. And now we got Daniel LaRusso, the original Karate Kid. Awful person, awful dad. But he's been through a lot. He did beat Terry Silver in a fight at the end of season 5. He beat John Kreese in a fight at the end of season 3. So he's done well enough. I think All Valley.
Black belt.
All right,
if this dude mentions Miyagi-Do one more time, I'm gonna kick his ass. Miyagi's dead. He's not gonna fuck you. Stop with this nonsense. Hate this man.
He can't handle the fact that Miyagi killed somebody. He's literally.
That was the coolest thing about Miyagi.
Exactly. That's too funny. I'm leaning towards All Valley. He's saying black belt. What do y'all say, chat?
He shouldn't be above Amanda. Amanda's cooler than he is.
Okay, we can put him behind. We can put him behind Amanda in All Valley.
Fine.
They did effective job of making him into the heel to me. I think he's behind Sam as well.
He sucks.
He's behind Sam as well.
I can't put him above Amanda.
That's fair.
The only reason he's this high is because he's the second main character on the show.
Pretty much.
He sucks.
Pretty much. I don't even know who this is. Who are you? I'm gonna lean in and yeah, it's like I can't even see who you are. So sorry, you gotta go in trash bag because of the picture quality. This was the guy, like what I'm pointing at with the mouse. This was the guy that was in the jail with Kreese, who Kreese fucked up and made him one of his bitches. So trash bag karate. This kid. Oh, I hate this kid. Oh, this kid might be top of trash bag karate. This is the kid that made Anthony bully Kenny in season 4. Oh, I hate this kid. This kid sucks.
We should be at the bottom. He should be at the bottom then.
Oh, okay. I thought with trash bag it would be like the top.
No. That's the bottom. It's the very last of the ranking. You're the worst of the worst.
Okay, we'll do the order and everything after this. All right, now let's go back to the top. We got Stingray.
Stingray kind of rules.
He kind of rules. I would say All Valley for Stingray.
Here's the thing with Stingray, though. I'm kind of agreeing with Paul Jar finisher. What was that weird thing in the first half of the season? Is like he's training the kids in the woods, and then like they never really went back to anything about that. We didn't see Stingray at all after that. I don't know.
He just had a guest appearance here.
For that. Stingray's got a weird case. I don't know.
Why is he around?
Like, I gotta put him above Robbie because he is a good character, but that first half of this season is a little sketchy to me.
It did bring him down a bit. I would put Stingray near the top of Black Belt next to Devin. Even though certified. Kenny. I like Kenny's arc.
Kenny.
I don't think they did enough in part 1. They need to follow up on like finishing his arc in part 2 and part 3, but I like his arc of came in, he was just a happy-go-lucky kid at the beginning of season 4. Then he just started getting bullied by Anthony and his douchebag friends, and then we find out that his brother is the dude that was in juvie with Robbie, and he puts him in contact with Robbie, and Robbie teaches him Cobra Kai as well as Miyagi-Do at the same time, and he becomes a really good fighter, and he's fast. He's a fast fighter as well. He beat Hawk in a fight. I would say all that.
Kung Fu Kenny does kind of rule. I'm fine with All Valley.
All Valley for Kenny. Kenny Payne, you come such a long way. Such a long way. Ahead of Kyler, because you were better than Kyler too. All right. We got what is it? It's Min Kim? Min Kim or something like that? Well, she was the other sensei at Cobra Kai in season 5. And then we find out that she was the granddaughter of the grand master of Cobra Kai, basically, over in Japan. And she's the co-sensei of the new Cobra Kai in season 6. Where do you think she belongs?
I like her. I can't. She's above Robbie. I can't quite go All Valley, but she's above Robbie.
That's the theme of this whole Cobra Kai tier list has been freaking. Yeah, I can't go that high, but above Robbie. Robbie's the marker for you.
I like that guy.
And then we got Sean Payne, who was in juvie with Robbie. He was bullying him at first until Robbie got a visit from John Kreese, who taught him no mercy and strike first. And he struck first and beat him up in juvie, and Robbie earned his respect, which led to his connection with Kenny eventually.
Above Robbie.
I knew you were going to say that. And there you have it, folks. All right, so let's do this order here. So we got top of the top, Sekai Taika. You got Johnny Lawrence, John Kreese, Tori Nichols. You got Terry Silva, Eli Moskowitz, a.k.a. Hawk, and Miguel Diaz. Do you like the order that we currently have, or do you think we need to move some people forward?
I like the order. I'm fine with it.
That's fair. The only thing I would improve, would correct, is Terry Silva should be.
That's fair. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, Terry Silva ahead of Tori. All right, then we got the All Valley. We got Chosen. We got Mike Barnes, Amanda LaRusso, Sam LaRusso, Daniel LaRusso, Rosa Diaz. We got Dimitri. We got Kenny Payne, and we got Kyler. How do you like this one?
Amanda should be at the top. Daniel should be at the bottom.
They're bookmarks. And then we got to put Sam in the middle. Bookmark and middle ground with LaRusso's.
There we go.
Then we got Black Belt. We got Devin, Stingray. We got Min Kim, I'm going to say. Someone correct me in the chat if I'm saying that wrong. Bruce or Brute. We got Pawn Shop Owner. We got Sean Payne. We got Moon. We got Robbie. We got Aisha. We got Yasmin. And we got Miguel's mom.
Robbie should be lower.
Bottom? Yeah. Bottom of Black Belt?
Hold on. Move him down one more.
No! Yeah, that's how low it will go. That's how low it will go, sir. Any other changes we should make here?
No, I'm fine with that.
All right. Then we got Naturally Skilled. We got Mama LaRusso. We got Ali Mills. We got Umako. We got the Cobra Kai OG 84 students. We got Love Interest from Karate Kid 3. I hope somebody in the chat is telling me these people's names because I feel bad that I don't remember any of these people's names. We got Cousin LaRusso. We got Cousin LaRusso 2. We got Black Dude who goes to every gym. We got Asian brother who goes to every gym. We got Bert. Why do I know only the white guy's name? I'm sorry. We got Robbie's mom, and we got love interest of Kenny and Anthony.
That's fine.
That is fine. And then we got Trash Bag Karate. We got Robbie's friends from season 1. We got Miguel's dad. We got other LaRusso auto person. We got Anthony LaRusso. We got the shop owner or building owner. We got chick who got beat up by Sam in the All Valley. We got Sid. We got heel turn at the end of season 5. We got someone who was in Juvie with Robbie or somebody. I don't know. One of his friends probably. We got this lady that I still don't know her name. We got the guy who's the other car owner or dealership owner that Daniel punked out in season 1. We got All Valley commissioner, I think. We got mechanic from season 3. We got this little kid. I don't know. We got Black Eye. We got therapist. We got deli owner. We got Red Top or Carrot Top 2. We got this lady that I kept passing over. We got bad picture quality. We got Crease's bitch. And we got a real bitch.
I agree with pause over finisher. Cousin LaRusso's should be. I don't know if they should be black belt. They should be go back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like him.
Top?
He should at least be top of Naturally Skilled. He should be above Robbie.
You're just keeping it. You're just doing this on purpose at this point.
He should be above Robbie. I'm fine with everything else.
All right. That is our Cobra Kai tier list. I will save it and I will post it on social media when the show is done. But that was fun.
I'm gonna send this link to our pal Share Delaware. We're not gonna go too long.
Yeah.
But
I
do have to tell of my. I don't think we're gonna play chapter 2 out to handle.
Okay. Fair.
Because I have to tell my story of meeting Mark Long and Darrell over the weekend.
Oh man, AEW, Tony Khan are funny. You know, did you just see what they posted on their YouTube?
No, what?
Best of Lucha Bros.
Oh, good. They should be doing that stuff. Honestly, they should be. I saw WWE Vault posted Cody Rhodes and Johnny Gargano and Cody Rhodes and CM Punk from like OVW and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good. They should be posting Best of Lucha Bros. They don't utilize their YouTube well enough, honestly.
That's true. That is true. I feel like this is them. This is them accepting the L that they're leaving. Let me put a best of.
All right. I'm happy with this tier list. Good tier list.
Yes. I think we did a good job.
Yeah. I mean, more people should be above Robbie, but otherwise.
And look at that. Look at that. Saikai Taikai has significantly less members than all Valley.
As it should. You can't be giving out all these everybody's a Saikai Taikai.
No, I get it. I literally the only people that I thought were like candidates that are not in Saikai Taikai was Daniel, but you agree with me that Daniel is pretty awful husband, father in person. And Stingray, but you're right. Stingray got a weird case. Why is he around?
Yeah. Hanging out with too many kids. I don't know. Not a fan of him.
That's fair.
All right. I'm seeing if Cher Delaware is joining us. I don't know if she's actually around. You know, she's a busy person. She's got things to do.
Louis done said Robbie gonna end up in trash bag by the end.
I was trying. I stood firm.
I still burn.
Yeah. I was trying to get him down the trash bag, but SP3 wasn't budging, sadly.
Come on. He's had a good arc. Not the best actor, but he's had a good arc.
He sucks. He's awful. I can't stand that guy.
I hate you,
He
Dad.
gets his ass kicked in part 2.
I did hate when he was just like, I hate you, Dad, all the time. That was like his main character trait. He said he hates his dad. He hates Johnny. When he started bonding with Johnny, that's what got him up to black belt. So season 5 through season 6, part 1.
All right, I don't know if Cher's gonna join us.
No.
Usually she's prompt and timely when she pops on. So maybe I saved this story for next week because we're doing our challenge draft next week. Season premiere is next Wednesday. So we can do our draft on Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We got a lot to discuss after that clip.
Oh, yeah.
Going back and forth with Laurel fans.
Yeah, there's that clip. I told you, this is a teaser for everybody. I have a photo, but I ran into former guest on the FMC, Mark Long, at the hotel during SummerSlam weekend. And I have a photo of myself, Mark, and Darrell. I'll tell the story behind that photo next week. The first thing I did, I didn't even post that photo on Twitter. I just sent it to our group chat. I was just like, you guys. I sent it to the group chat. Nobody else has seen it but you two and the wife. That's it.
I really wanted to hear the story too. Damn it, Chair.
It's honestly like it's fine, but it's not like the greatest story in the world or anything. But it was a fun story. It was just funny, like seeing. Oh, what do you know? Cher Delaware.
There she is.
We weren't sure if you were going to show up.
Well, I only have like 25 minutes, so
that's fine. We're not playing a game or anything. The only thing we're doing is I was going to tell the story of the photo of myself, Mark Long, and Darrell.
Yes.
So here's what happened. Let me actually like save the photo and I'll post it here. So now everybody in the chat can see it. Because the only people who have seen it, as I was saying, was you two and the wife. That's it. Nobody else has seen this picture.
Honored. I'm honored.
So FMC, I guess, gets the exclusive. I don't even know if I want to post it like online. I don't like posting photos of myself. I think I take terrible photos, so I just don't like taking them. So what happened was this was the hotel for WrestleCon, and I was hanging out with people at WrestleCon, and Ella J was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go upstairs and see a bunch of people." I was like, "Okay." I saw Mark hanging out with Darrell, just like sitting there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you go upstairs. That's fine. I'm gonna go talk to Mark Long." So here's the photo for everybody: myself, Mark Long, and Darrell. And Darrell's got a sweet shirt on.
Yes.
So I just went over and I was like, "Mark, Jeremy from Fightful," and reintroduced myself. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we did the interview. You and the other people." I was like, "Yes." Cher and SP3. He's like, "Yeah, tell him I said hi." I was like, "I will." And he's like, "We got to do another interview. We're doing a Boca Raton wrestling show. Apparently, they're doing another show at the end of the year. Cardona's going to be there and everything." He's like, "I'll hit you up with all the details. We'll do another." I was like, "Anytime. Let me know. Come on." And I was like, "You want to do a photo?" He's like, "Yeah, let's do a photo." He's like, "Darrell, come on, Darrell." And Darrell's like, "I don't know." And Mark's like, "No, he knows who you are." I was like, "Darrell, I know who you are. Legend, OG." Derek was there as well. Derek had actually walked away and gotten beers for everybody. Derek, he was looking rough. No offense to Derek. He's got a knee brace on and everything. He was limping. I don't know what was going on, but
he's got knee brace and a new baby. That's a rough time.
Derek was
a double whammy.
Yeah, Derek looked like he'd already been going through it. It was like 11 o'clock and we were already drinking. So not we. I did not have a drink, but they were drinking, getting beers and everything. So yeah, Derek was he's rough out there, but ended up taking the photo with Darrell and Mark, and they did Challenge Mania. Challenge Mania was in like a couple hours. I met you mentioned SP3 in our group chat, like you got to protect Nerese because she's gonna be there, big wrestling fan. I met her brothers because
nice.
they were there with Mark.
The one that snitched to her about Anissa talking shit.
Oh, sorry, I had to. Yes, that's I have to send this code right fast. Hold on.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Met the Nerys brothers. Nerys looked like she had a good time at SummerSlam too. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Sean messaged me of I needed to do this right fast.
No.
Where is it? Oh, okay. Okay, there. Okay. All right. So anyway, yes, met the brothers. They were there hanging out. Mark introduced me. Like, oh, this is Nerys' brother. This is Nerys' brother. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you guys. And it's like, yeah. So they did Challenge Mania later on that day. And so yes, again, not the greatest story in the world, but it's just a very funny coincidence that happened to be at the hotel, because I was going back and forth on that in that hotel, because I went to WrestleCon early. And then we went over to where the WWE Superstore was and went there and got food. And then we came back to WrestleCon. So this is when we came back to WrestleCon. Yeah, I just saw Mark with his giant sunglasses on, and I was pretty sure I know who that is. And so I was like, I gotta introduce myself and take a photo and everything, and pop you two from the
Yeah.
so,
you did.
It did, absolutely.
I was so thrilled. I was just messaged you guys. I was just like, you guys, and then just posted the photo, and that was it.
All I saw was the alert for you guys, and then I saw it was a photo. So I opened up it like midway through True Hill Heat. So you could see like midway through True Hill Heat on Saturday. I had a big smile on my face when I opened it up. I was like, oh.
So I was like, I got to take this photo. And so we'll probably have Mark on the show at some point over the next couple of months once they're doing Boca Raton. And, he's going to be on the new season, The Challenge. We talked a little bit about that. Of course, he wasn't going to give me too much information, but I was like, you guys you're on the upcoming season. I told him like we were really looking forward to it and everything. He's like, it's good. It's good. Of course, he's going to sell it. So
yeah,
we're going to,
he's a worker.
Yeah, he is.
Always a worker.
Total worker. So we'll do our draft next week with Challenge 40. And yeah, we've already seen the small trailer with Laurel and Cara and Brad saying, I don't want to say Laurel's innocent, and Paulie being correct in his assessment of the relationship. So we got a lot to talk about when it comes to Challenge 40.
And me making the mistake of commenting under a Laurel fan.
Oh, you can't do that.
That whole conversation, I was like, what?
I was like, you're writing way too many words for it.
Well, and I mean, I think that, like we always talk about when we're talking about the challenge, we don't know these people. We know what they show on TV, but I think when they've showed enough of your behavior acting one way, they can't edit you screaming in somebody's face. like we've seen enough to make a good enough assumption about some of these people's characters that, I mean, there's some people that I'm like, yeah, they're shady in the game, but that doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Like it's just how they play the game. But like some people are just bad people. Be like, well, some people like her. Okay, well, some people liked Hitler too. Like, I don't know what that means.
I was like, what are we even talking about anymore? And I was like, you got me over here defending Paulie. I was like, I'm not defending Paulie because we had a great conversation, a great interview with him, and he seemed nice to me. I'm defending Paulie because of what I've seen on TV over the past decade of Laurel treating Cara a certain way. Like, this goes back to like free agents, pretty much, like how she's treated her. So that's why I said, I mean, he's right this time, though. Like,
and I used to very much not like Paulie at all. I mean, like on the show, off the show, when we found out he had like the 4 girlfriends and everything off the show when him and Cara had first got together, like I did not like that guy. I think time away from the show helped him and Cara both, but like, yeah, I mean, he was right in his assessment of all of it. And I had never considered it that way. And I watched that and I was like, oh my God, that is so spot on. As the youngest sibling, like you are just doing whatever to try to like gain the approval of your older siblings, like whether it's something you really want to do or not. And like my next sibling up to me is 5 years older than me. So we were always at different stages in our lives growing up. So like she was a teenager and I was still awkward preteen, like trying to be cool to get my sister to do things with me. And I'm like, that is how she comes across, especially in that clip where she's like almost like sucking up to Laurel, like trying to get, and Laurel's like, no, like you can tell she has no desire to have that sort of relationship with her. And it's like, no matter what, Kara is just like dying for it. She just wants her to be like, yes, Kara, you did good. Let me pat you on the head. Like, it's really sad to watch, honestly.
Yeah, as a fan of Kara, it's, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but it's just odd. Sad is probably the best word for it, because we know Kara is such a good competitor and a strong competitor, but she still just has like this need of acceptance from Laurel that you would think, because of how good she is already, she would have just kind of moved past it. And like, there's fine with having like a healthy competition with her of like, hey, I respect Laurel as a competitor. She's good, but like, I'm just as good as she is. But she can't get past like her sort of putting Laurel on a pedestal with everything. And
I think a lot of it is because of how Laurel has treated her. Like Laurel has never let her think that she's good.
Yeah.
She's never been like, oh, good job, Kara. You did, like they showed the clip from when they won that, I can't remember what season it was, and she was like, I'm mad because I have to split the money with you because I did all the work. Like,
that was cutthroat.
Yeah, she can't ever like acknowledge that Kara does anything good. And Kara's not that way with everybody. That's what I mean. It's like her that she just wants that approval so bad. She can have the approval of everybody else, but it's that one person in the room that she wants it from. And it's just so sad to watch, because you're like, you are a badass. Like, no one thinks of Laurel as like the face of women on the challenge. Laurel's fans, but the majority of people do not. It's Kara. And she still is just so desperate for something she's never going to get from her.
Yeah. Next week we'll do our draft, and I'm looking forward to this season. It looks like it's going to be a really good season, and of course a lot of new faces, old faces, and finally like a great mix of just everything of the challenge that everyone. I think there's going to be something for everybody, so I'm really looking forward to this season.
Yeah, this is a rare season where I'm not going to mind not getting the first pick like I usually don't.
It's such a deep like draft. Like, I don't feel like deep. Yeah,
it's not like All Stars 4 where I was third in that draft and I was like, I'm screwed. You guys are picking Kara and Laurel. I was like, one of those people are gonna win. So
yeah, I don't know who is like gonna win on this one. This is you could. It feels like somebody we pick in like the 6th, 7th round might end up being a winner of this thing. So
well, and I think that it being a team thing is going to definitely make a difference, because there's going to be weak people on every team that could really cost them.
Yeah. I think I saw from one of the clips they're doing an Eras Invitational. So I think they're doing like a purge type thing at the beginning of the season.
Oh, okay. We'll see how it all plays out. That'll be next week. We will we'll do our draft. As for this week, we'll end kind of there. Share anything to plug?
No.
Always pops me when it's nothing. One day it's gonna be the biggest swerve in the world, and she's like gonna have something to like promote.
Be like, have something actual.
Yeah.
I don't.
SP3, what do you got to plug?
Join me and Romeo at 1:05 p.m. Eastern Time with Rated Raw Review or Monday Night Raw Review. Really great episode of Monday Night Raw last night, so we'll be discussing that with Bronson Reed.
I actually watched the whole thing.
It was a great episode. I did not watch the whole thing live.
I watched an entire Monday Night Raw.
Me and Jimmy Macaram have our routine of once a certain act comes on, we both go to sleep. But I have to watch the whole show because I reviewed the show. So I did go to sleep when I saw Karrion Kross and the TikTokers were next. I was like, all right, that's my. And my main event segment was that Bronson Reed great angle. So I was like, oh, that's a great main event angle. I was like, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep right there. But then I watched the rest of the show, and that Judgment Day segment was excellent. The Wyatt Six actually had a good debut. They weren't spooky nonsense. That was
they should have just killed them instead of wrestling.
I'm looking forward to talking about it. So join us on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
Appreciate you guys. We'll be back next week. Challenge draft, other nonsense and whatnots. Bye, everybody.